Howdy, fine people of the internet, and welcome to another Trippy Food live stream. We don't taking Mucinex or something like that, but not really working that well. Anyways, it doesn't look like we have as many people as we did last week. So maybe should we take a couple of weeks off between live streams? I don't know. Anyways, we have a cast of characters in the room. We have Tom, old guy in Colorado. We have 999 squad. We have, who else do we have? We have Tom. I'm sorry, John King. King Ghost Paranormal. John King. Welcome, John. Good to see you. And Janice Yamanaka. So it's a party now. We have about 7 people. It's climbing up. So my faith has been restored. We have Adam Heb in the room. We have Ice Hand 69. Now it's a party. And we have Doodle, the Prince of Dogness. It's Doodle. Doodle. Look over there. Look over there. That's where they are. They're in there. They're in there, Doodle. No? No? You're just here for the snack, right? All right. Oh, I got Doodle hair all over me. But I have to give him a snack because those are the rules. I think last time, Doodle came in at the beginning, gave him a snack, he disappeared, and he never came back. So unfortunately, for the people who tune in late, who want to see Doodle, and there he goes, who want to see Doodle, you know, he doesn't have that loyalty anymore. His loyalty is to his snack. Hey, it's Panama Red. Have not seen you in a while, Panama. Welcome back. We have Miguel Rangel. We have, let's see, who do we have? And nobody, well, all right. It's building. It's building back up. 3 facts. Time root beer was originally called root tea. You can buy a kosher version of Coca-Cola, probably in Israel, I would imagine. It would take you 11 years to try every Coca-Cola product. Every Coca-Cola product they ever made, or every current Coca-Cola product, because I think that's probably not true. You could probably do it, and that's 11 years to try every Coca-Cola, like 1 per day. Yeah, that doesn't sound right to me. It sounds like that might mean it might take you 11 years to try every Coca-Cola product that's ever been made, and when it says Coca-Cola product, it's probably talking about like I don't know if like Sprite is a Coca-Cola product. I don't think it is, but I'm just saying, you know, if they're talking about the things that are not colas, then maybe that's righter, but still 11 years, it doesn't quite sound right. Let's see, did I forget anybody? How about Maggot Cola Val? Do they make Maggot Cola, John? If they made Maggot Cola, I suppose we'd have to try it, you know, for science, of course. Probably every product that Coca-Cola company produced. That makes more sense, Adam. You know, like they have like their version of Pepsi Free or something like that. Like, you know, stuff that had saccharin in it. Tab's gone. Tab was one of the ones that they had. So yeah, yeah, Adam. But I don't know about 11 years, but you know. I'd have to go. I mean, we'll have to look on eBay and see if we can find the stuff that doesn't exist anymore and see if we can make it up. But you know, who knows? I don't. Anyways, so welcome everybody. How is your week? Welcome to the weekend, and thank you for joining us on your weekend, and thank you for spending it with us. We have a wide variety of snacks. I think we have one left over from Colombia. Yeah, it's our soft drink is left over from Colombia. Everything else is newer. We have a bunch of stuff that was from also left over from a shopping trip to Hawaii Supermarket. So we have some of those. We have some Trader Joe's stuff. We have some regular grocery store stuff. We have a cast of characters, and we have trivia questions. So today our trivia questions are going to be snack-based trivia questions. Here is trivia for you. If you had a train boxcar, 12-ounce, if you had a train boxcar, 12-ounce, 6 packs of beer. If you drank 12 cans a day, it would take you 72 years to drink it all. If you drank 12 cans a day, probably not take you 72 years because I think eventually you would die. Yeah, I think you would die drinking 12 cans. I don't know. I mean, does anybody out there know people who drink 12 cans of beer a day? 12 cans of 12-ounce beer a day? I don't. I mean, I don't drink 12. I don't drink that much. I drink this one beer every Saturday night. Occasionally, like if I go somewhere and somebody's serving beer, they say, "Hey, would you like a beer?" I'll have one. But other than that, just kind of Saturday is Trippy Food Beer Night. That's what it is. So let's see. Have we got anybody else join the room? Did I forget anybody? Please don't let me forget people. Did I cover everybody? I know someone that drank a 12 pack a day of beer. You know someone that drank 12 packs. So they no longer drink 12 packs, 12 beers a day, huh? So there's two reasons that they no longer drink 12 packs a day. They die or they quit. So I think, I don't know if you quit or you just cut down. Maybe that's it. Seen Matt drink a whole 12 pack of seltzer on stream. Before, would that be the same? Yeah, but he doesn't do it consistently. So all the stuff that you see him do on the stream, or anything that you see him do on the old, main shows or challenges or anything, he just does them on that day. It's not like, it's not like during his week he'll just regularly grab a beer. I don't think he drinks beer at all when it's not, he's not doing an episode or a live stream. I don't think he does. So I think he just does them for the live stream and for the episode. And I think I can't speak for Matt. I don't know. But I think, it takes its toll on him. And so he has to kind of, Mrs. Old Guy, she quit. Well, good for her. Yeah, I'm not at the point where I need to quit because, like I said, I'm only drinking like one beer a day. So that's kind of my thing. I heard Doodle walking around out there. I don't know if he's like planning a comeback or not. I got this. It's like, what do you call that? Like a Mucinex DM. I think the DM stands for Dumb Melon Farmer. But been taking that. It doesn't seem to really work. This may be a holdover from the COVID thing, but that was weeks ago. Or, allergies. Who knows? I don't. So again, how is everybody? I mean, you don't have to speak for everybody. Speak for yourself. But how are you guys? I've not seen you guys in 7 days. And so it's nice to be here. We have a wide variety of stuff. Let's see, what time is it? It's 1:07. Is that accurate? That is accurate. So we'll wait a few more minutes till we get some people in the room. We got 10 people. If that number is correct, we have 10 people in the room. I guess I am okay. Well, John, I hope things get better for you. I was sorry to hear about your sister. I hope that other things are going better for you, at least that. Janice is doing good. Oh, by the way, speaking of Janice, I want to publicly congratulate Janice for hitting 2,000 subscribers. So, like Tom, Janice had a goal of when she hits 2,000 subscribers, and that was to do the one chip challenge. So apparently she did the one chip challenge. She filmed it when she hit 2,000 subscribers. Janice, we're going to see that soon, I assume, correct? But congratulations, Janice, on 2,000 subscribers. I'm not sure if we are going to see Julie today. I think she had something to do, and she might pop in on that. But I didn't think we were going to see Tom today because they're having an Easter egg hunt and get together in his community. So I didn't think we were going to see you today, Tom. But yes, here you are. So unless you have to leave early. Super tired, last crazy, getting ready for it. Okay, all right. So that means that you are not live streaming this afternoon, Tom? Well, are this afternoon? Yeah, it's this afternoon. Are you live streaming today, Tom, or not? I wouldn't think not, but I need to check. You need to tell me. Live stream, Tom? Yes, no? Okay. All right, what are we doing now? Why is somebody just, Val, what would you do when you woke up, if, not when, Val, what would you do if you woke up and you were covered with snot? Well, that depends, John, on whether it was my snot or somebody else's. So different things. So if it was mine, I'd wonder how I got covered with it, as opposed to waking up having that much snot, I would have to like go blow my nose or something like that. So it would, you know, maybe it's slime and maybe it's not snot. I would be curious. If it was somebody else's, all bets are off. I don't know. I am, yes, even though I am tired, the show must go on. Okay, Tom, what are we having today? Yes, you'll see 2 videos of it, one of me and one 360 video where you can see me turn it around and you can see Ed doing the challenge. Oh, Ed did it with you. That's cool. So we will have the debut of Ed. I don't think I've seen Ed in any of your other videos. So is this the debut of Ed in your videos, Janice? Simple request this time: pork chops and eggplant. How are you doing the eggplant, Tom? There's so many ways to do eggplant. How are you cooking the eggplant? I like eggplant, by the way. There's some people who don't, but I do. Quick survey, without having to put something up. Quick survey. Who likes eggplant? Yes, no? Just say, I do, or yes, or whatever. Yeah, I do like eggplant. My mom used to, she used to cook it on the stove. She used to boil it on the stove. Then she'd chop it up and she would put it in a jar with vinegar, pepper, I'm not sure what else, maybe some onion and stuff like that. And she would leave it in the refrigerator for a few days, let that vinegar soak in, and then we would just kind of eat the little cubes of eggplant. So always loved that as a kid. Again, we go back to my childhood of eating things that people think are weird, that, in an Italian American household are not really weird, but it got me started on eating, things, as soon as I heard other people go like, oh my God, that's weird. Why would you eat that? It's like, what do you mean? Why would I eat that? It's food. That's why I would eat it. I tried Coca-Cola Move and it tastes like coconut. I didn't get coconut. It tastes like coconut. I didn't get coconut from that. I'm trying to remember what I did get from it because it's been a while. I'd have to go back and watch the video because I do have a video up for the Coca-Cola Move. I didn't get coconut from it, but I'm not sure what I did get from it. I don't remember what I got from it. Does anyone know what the flavor is supposed to be? Because it wasn't advertised what the flavor was supposed to be. To me, it seemed to have like that kind of moxie Dr. Pepper kind of taste, like that medicinal kind of taste to it. And I think there was like maybe some prune and maybe some cinnamon or something like that. But breading it and frying it, dipping it in a little ranch. Not a fan of eggplant. Too many shells in it. Shells? Eggplant. I get it now. Eggplant Parmesan is good. It is good, 999 Squad. I do like eggplant Parmesan. I like moussaka, which is a Greek dish made with, it's sort of like think of it like eggplant lasagna. It's kind of like an eggplant lasagna. Really, really good. So, yeah. Never met an eggplant I didn't like. And there's different ways to make eggplant, and there's different kinds of eggplant. So I know that in some Asian recipes they use eggplant. I don't know if it's small and it hasn't grown to that big purple thing. So it's kind of long and slender, and I know they use that. And then there's also I'm trying to remember where they're from, but they're the round eggplants. I don't know if they're like Japanese or Thai, I think. But they're the round eggplant, and they're a little bit different too. And they might be juvenile as well. I'm not sure. I do like eggplant, just plain. Oh, okay. Because the joke doesn't work if you say you like eggplant, right? I get it now. All right, let's see. It's about 1:13, close to 1:15. We got 10 people in the room. Hopefully, we'll get some more people in. Hopefully, we'll see we'll see Doodle come back in. But in the meantime, we might as well get started. So we are going to start with our adult beverage of the day. But before we do, that feels weird. I don't know if you guys notice this or not, or maybe it's only with craft beers, but it seems like the cans have like a label on them. It's almost like they put a label on it, as opposed to old beer cans where the printing was on the can itself. It doesn't seem like it's on the can itself. It seems like they're wrapping some sort of label on it. And maybe that's a new thing, and maybe all companies are doing it on beer cans, but it's just something that I noticed recently. So it just seems to be like every beer I drink has that kind of wrapper on it. You can peel that off, and you end up with just a steel or aluminum can in the bottom of it. I'm going to start something new along with 3 facts, a weekly weird news story. So in Arizona, someone stole the giant red spoon. I saw that. No, they have video of the guy stealing the red spoon. It was found by some playing Pokemon Go. Yeah, no, I saw that, Adam. I saw the video of that, of the guy walking away with the giant red spoon. It was pretty fun. It was, well, I guess it's sort of funny. But, when your face is uncovered and you're doing something like that and you're on camera, it's really difficult to get away with something like that. So I don't. They're doing that with glass bottles too. Yeah, but Janice, I don't remember glass bottles really having printing on the bottles themselves. I mean, paper label, yes, but not that. Maybe you're talking about that kind of plastic label on the whole bottle. I think that's probably new too. Wait, there is video, Adam, of them actually stealing the giant red spoon. So, which is probably, I don't know, maybe that's how they found it. Because I was watching the video and go, what's with that giant red spoon? And somebody was making a joke out of it. They kind of made a joke out of it. But yeah, there's video of the guy stealing the giant red spoon. So I do remember seeing that. Now, I'm going to say this to you, Adam. So you do the 3 facts a week. You're going to start in with a news story and everything. So I'm just going to throw this out there, Adam. Why not do a channel? Why not have a YouTube channel? We'd all watch if it's going to be that interesting. You ought to do that, Adam. We'll watch. Make yourself a channel, Adam. Maybe you already have one and we don't know about it. If so, let us know. But if not, this is the kind of stuff you guys should be doing on our channel. If you want to do a live stream, then you don't have to start out doing like a whole long thing. But there we go. On the Edge 72, Val, love the content, man. Think I might start some food reviews as well. Well, you should On the Edge, and when you do, let us know. Let us know. I guess your channel is On the Edge. Is that correct? Or are you going to have a different channel? Let us know either way. But welcome. I don't recognize your name. So what brings you to our channel, and where are you from? Like, closest metropolitan area. I don't need street address or anything else like that, because again, I don't recognize your name. And if you've been on the live stream before and I don't recognize your name, I don't remember your name, please forgive me. But either way, where are you from, and what brings you to our channel? That's my ask. All right, we're going to start in the alcoholic beverage. And by the way, thank you about loving the content. So we aim to please. We just don't know if we do. So comments help. Leave comments. That always helps. All right. So we're going to ask our first question. And again, remember, these our trivia questions are snack questions today. So our first question: what is the oldest snack in the world? Again, what is the oldest snack in the world? And I don't mean like, here's a 5,000-year-old pretzel. I mean, what is the oldest snack? What is the oldest snack that people even still eat in the world? So I'm going to put that over there. And let's go to our adult beverage. Now, this is Cactus Jack American Wheat. This is from Hamilton Family Brewery. Hamilton Family Brewery was founded in Rancho Cucamonga, California by Josh and Kristen Hamilton. So yes, it is a family business in 2014. Now, the reason that I have this is that when Katie from Beyond Seattle Eats came down to visit, we went out. It was me. It was Matt Zion from Reckless Eating. It was Nuff from Main Event Pong. It was Katie from Beyond Seattle Eats. We had a couple of other people there too. I don't recall offhand who else was there. But we went out. We got something to eat, and then afterwards we went to this brew pub, I guess, this brewery, and it is Hamilton Family Brewery, and we all got something to drink there. And so Matt was drinking the Cactus Jack American Wheat, and he suggested that I try it. Well, I was driving, so I said, well, not going to really, I don't really want to do that and then drive, but I'm going to buy one, and then I'm going to try it on the show. So this was recommended by Matt Zion from Reckless Eating. This is Cactus Jack American Wheat, pineapple, orange, and wheat. So it's a mixture of pineapple, orange, and wheat. So I don't know if it's going to taste like a shandy, maybe, because it's going to have that fruity taste, or maybe like an IPA. I'm not sure. I don't think Matt likes IPAs, though. So probably doesn't taste like an IPA, because he gets this one on a regular basis. He likes this one. This one's a little bit, packs a little bit of a punch. It's 6.5 ABV. So we're going to go ahead and give this a shot. My Trippy Food beer glass, and Julie, unfortunately, is not here to rate that. I'm from the Southern Oregon coast. Okay. I've been watching Reckless Eating for 10 years now. This is the first I've caught, live I've caught, and I rarely comment because I'm supper. Oh, because you're eating supper, maybe. Well, welcome on the Edge. It's good to, super busy all the time. I got it. Thought you were eating supper. Super busy all the time. Yeah, I know that feeling. But welcome, everybody. Please give On the Edge a warm and hearty Trippy food welcome. Welcome, On the Edge. Glad to have you here. I lived in Oregon for 4 years, but I didn't live on the coast. I lived up in Portland, or a Portland area, Beaverton in Portland. Lived there for 4 years. So love Oregon. It will taste like a dollar. You're gonna have to explain what that is, Tom. I mean, John. Looks like a shandy because they're usually, lemony or citrusy, and they're usually that kind of yellow-orange color. There, a lot of bubbles happening there, but it's our Trippy Food Tornado glass, so smells nice, smells fruity. Oh wow, it's a wheat, and you can definitely taste that. The fruit is more subtle than I thought, and again, it's pineapple and orange, but it's very subtle. It's not like you get that mouthful of citrus. And pineapple can have a lot of acid to it, but you don't really get that here. It's not even as puckery as a IPA. So, in other words, John, it will taste like a made-up word. I like this. And it's really unusual. Now, it has pineapple and orange in it, two things, but it's not really overwhelming, pineapple and orange. They're really subtle in there. It's a higher alcohol content, 6.5, but it doesn't taste like it. It doesn't really taste. I mean, I can see where you could drink a couple of these and not realize that you're drinking, something that's stronger in alcohol, and then you'd end up with tipsy Val. Kumquat is always the correct answer, Tom. Wow. Well, I guess sort of like a seltzer, but seltzers are cleaner. Seltzers are kind of cleaner. And then the problem is because, well, I mean, it's not a problem necessarily, but because it's water based, you're mixing the alcohol and the water together and everything, and so the alcohol is a little bit weaker. So maybe they start out with a stronger alcohol that gets watered down. They still have a high alcohol content, but it's but you can't really tell. But this is really good. Kudos to you, Matt. Thumbs up to you, Matt. That was a good suggestion. I really like this beer. What would I serve that with? I would serve that with like maybe fish, I think. Serve that with fish, possibly chicken. I would not serve that with meat. It's just too light for meat. But I would, yeah, I might serve that with a salad. That would be like a good thing to go with the salad. It's not a good dessert beer, but it's really good. So thumbs up. Those are really two questions on the edge, but I will answer them both. So bear with me 1 second. Let's just finish through this. Hold that thought and remind me if I get sidetracked and I don't get to it, because I want to answer those two. Well, actually, let's do this. So on the edge, in our community page, if you go to our YouTube channel, the community page, there is a, I guess, article, if that's what you want to call it. We want to do an Ask Val live stream. So basically, it's a ask questions of Val on a live stream. We want to do another one, but we need to gather some questions together. I think, I'm trying to remember how many we have out there. Let me take a quick look here. We have, bear with me. Let's see, community. Let's see. This was 4 months ago. We posted this. By near unanimous vote, we're doing another Ask Val live stream. As soon as we amass a decent amount of questions, leave them here as comments or respond to postings on other social media. We have 8. 8 is not enough to do a live stream. So on the edge, do me a favor. Go to our community page, find that posting, and then leave that as a comment for Ask Val, because it's a great question, and I would love to answer that. But we need some questions, for some Ask Val questions. So if that's okay with you, I'd like to do it like that. All righty. So Let's go back to our question. Our question was, this is the new term for could be. The question is, what is the oldest snack in the world? Let's go back and see what people answered. Adam Hebb said bread. Not really a snack, but bread is old. Janice Yamanaka said popcorn. Ice Hand said boobs. Well, I think Ice Hand, you might be right. Tom said kumquat. That's always the correct answer. I don't know if John was answering that when he said it will taste like a dollar. Maybe dollar is his question. I don't know how old that is. Looks like hey, Bob is in the room. Welcome, Bob, REA Junior Music. It's always good to see you, Bob, and glad to see you. And you're here early. And Bob's guess is potato chips. You can snack on bread. You certainly can, Adam. People do that on a regular basis. The correct answer is, in fact, popcorn. Popcorn is the oldest snack in the world. So, little story. Archaeological sites in Peru and Mexico recently yielded 7,000-year-old maize husks, said to be evidence of popcorn preparation and consumption by ancient indigenous people. In 1948 in New Mexico, archaeologists discovered a number of tiny ancient corn cobs with minuscule kernels that could only have been consumed as popcorn. They believed the cobs could be 5,600 years old based on radiocarbon dating. Research in the 1980s using more refined technology put their age at 3,100 years, which dovetails with evidence from other agricultural sites in the area. So it's popcorn. We've been eating it for thousands of years, and it's still a snack. Do I have popcorn today? I do not. I do not have a popcorn snack, but it's an old snack. Sorry. Oh, no need to apologize on the edge. Like I said, it's a really, really good question, and I would love to answer that, but we need more suggestions for our Ask Val live stream. So, and that for the rest of you in the chat, go out there. Like we don't really have enough, and we started this thing 4 months ago. So go out there and leave a question. Leave a question what you would like to ask me, and we will do a Ask Val. I would love to do that soon. So just throw that out there and do that. So that's our question. I think I covered everything. Was there anything outstanding? Did I get everything? Oh. Bob, interesting thing about potato chips. I know that was a trivia question before. Potato chips were invented in the United States, I believe, in the late 1800s. There was it was in a restaurant. I wish I could remember. Maybe somebody could look that up. It was in a restaurant where somebody wanted his chips thinner and crispier. When I say chips, I mean French fries, right? So he would serve French fries, and he said, "I want them thinner." And they went back to the kitchen, and then they made them thinner. And then he goes, "No, thinner." And then he went back to the kitchen, and he just made them kind of like, razor thin, fried them. And the guy says, "Perfect. These are perfect. This is just what I like." And they're really crispy and everything. And so the potato chip was born. So, and they call it a chip because, it's a chip off of crisp. Or it's a crisp. They call them crisps in the UK. I don't know. I'm all messed up. Hey, Drew Horst has just welcomed. How much of this have I had? Drew Horst has just walked into the room. So welcome, Drew Horst. Good to see you again, as always. Yes, happy Easter. This is Easter Saturday, if such a thing exists. And I know people make a big deal out of Good Friday. They make a good deal or a big deal out of Easter Sunday, and then some people make a big deal out of Monday as well. But nobody talks about Saturday. So I guess Saturday is not a big thing for Easter. So I went to Catholic school when I was a kid, and Saturday was just like vacation day or something. Repeat after me. I am a dollar. LOL. I don't know if you were saying that, so I don't know if I repeated it after you. I might have actually said it before you. I don't know, John, because we can't hear you. All righty. So that's our alcoholic beverage, our adult beverage, and I'm going to continue to drink that because it's very, very good. So, I meant to ask Bob, REA Junior Music. You are going to be running in the Boston Marathon. The Boston Marathon is usually Patriots Day, which I believe is April 19th. I think it's still on Patriots Day, which is April 19th. So that's coming up. Now, Bob, you're doing a fundraiser for the Boston Marathon. Is that right? Bob? Bob? Okay. Throw it out there when you have it. Oh, yes, you are. Do you want to put up a link for? I don't know if you can actually add a link, but let's see. How can we do this? If you can give us the website where we can go if people want to support support you on for your run, then let's find some way to put that up. Hey, Don Lauderdale's just into the room. Cannot stay long. Have Easter dinner with family today. It's a day early, but still, it doesn't matter. Well, welcome, Donna, and hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Make Bob a mod for the day. Oh, there's an idea. All right. Janice, can you make him a mod? Are you capable of making him a mod? If you can, I mean, let me know. But if you can, make Bob a mod, and then Bob, you'll be able to put up the URL for the fundraiser. So please go ahead and do that. And again, everybody, Bob is doing a fundraiser for the Boston Marathon, and so we will find a way to put that up there. And then you guys definitely check that out. All righty, let's go to our first snack. But first, a question. And the question is, what food did Charles E. Menches create at the 1904 Louisiana Purchase Exposition? Again, the question is, what food did Charles E. Menches create at the 1904 Louisiana Purchase Exposition? We'll put that over there. Abe Simpson is just into the room. Welcome, Abe. Brigham and Women's Stepping Stone Strong Marathon Team. Okay, that would be cool. Janice, let me know if you can have the power to make him a mod, and if not, let me know and we'll figure something out. I think maybe I can right click on. I mean, left. Yeah, I think I can right click on him. Let me try that. Bear with me 1 second. You have to make him a mod. Oh, I can hide him. Don't hide him. All right, let's see. I think I can click on his name. Oh, the little dots. That's what it is. Add as a managing moderator. Add as a standard moderator. I guess we just need to have a standard moderator. So, okay, Bob, I have just added you as a moderator for the channel. And so find the URL for that and post that up there, and then we will all check it out. Thank you. All right, first snack. Read the question. Let's see. Let's start with the sweet stuff. Get that out of the way. Okay, we lost one. We lost a snack. Snack down, snack down. There we go. All right, here's our snack. These are Trader Joe's dark chocolate almond butter filled pretzel nuggets. That's a lot to contend with. All right, there we go. Hi, Doodle. Doodle's back, everybody. Doodle, come up here. Come up here. Come here. It's Doodle, the Prince of Dogness, everybody. He came in earlier, but he took his snack and left. So he's back now. Doodle, you going to say hi to everybody? You going to say hi? You going to say hi? You bark at everybody that comes to the front door. You got to say hi. No, they're in there, Doodle. They're in there. I know. You're such a chill dog. Sometimes you're a chill dog. All right, you want to stay there? Huh? You want to stay there? Okay, we'll stay there. All right, so these are Trader Joe's dark chocolate almond butter filled pretzel nuggets. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole history of Trader Joe's. We do that all the time, or we've done that all the time. You guys know all about it. I'm not going to give you another snack because you have a bowl of food out there. Did you finish your bowl of food? Did you finish your bowl of food? Yeah, maybe? No? You don't know? Okay. All right. So, Doodle, you cannot have this because it has chocolate in it. I mean, it has cocoa in it, which is not good for dogs. So I'm gonna have to not give you any of this. You know what? Okay. Look, everybody deserves a snack. I'm gonna give you a small piece of Doodle snack. How's that? Just a small piece, but that's it, okay? Because you got to eat your food. There you go. Oh, where are you going? Here. You don't want that? All right, small Doodle snack. He may be back. We'll see. All All right. We have to be concerned about his health. Oh, that's big. That's weird. It looks like some sort of sculpture. I like almonds. I like dark chocolate. I like pretzels. They're really good. Now, I wasn't expecting the saltiness to still be in there, but apparently the salt on pretzel is there. I have a sneaking suspicion, though. So Trader Joe's has almond butter filled pretzels. So there's these pretzel nuggets. They're filled with almond butter. They have two kinds. They have almond butter, filled almond butter, and filled peanut butter. Buy whichever one you want. And I have a feeling this is just a way of taking those and putting chocolate on them to sell them. So I think that's what they did. Because I mean, they're just pretzel nuggets. Let's see if you can see that. Find that sweet spot again. Yeah, not so much. I'm pretty sure it's their almond butter pretzel nuggets just covered with chocolate. Now, it's not that kind of pukey Hershey's chocolate. A decent chocolate. The chocolate, the peanut butter, the pretzels, all those flavors go really well together. That's a thumbs up. That's a big thumbs up. Really like these. These are really good. Let's put those out of the way. Big thumbs up. All right. Hey, Jared Tiorno has entered the room. Welcome, Jared. Always good to see you. I'm glad you could join us. All right, let's go back to our question. The question is, what food did Charles E. Menches create at the 1904 Louisiana Purchase Exposition? And the guesses were, let's see. Tom said kumquat sandwich. That's absolutely correct. Ice Hand said ice cream cone. Miguel Rangel said sandwich, I think. Janice Yamnak said ice cream cone. That looks like maybe the only answers. And the correct answer is, in fact, ice cream cone. So the ice cream cone was created. There's also there were some other vendors that kind of mixed things together. And so some other people are also attributed to creating the ice cream cone, which is basically taking the kind of cone almost like a waffle thing, wrapping it in a cone shape, putting the ice cream in it. And apparently several people had done that at the St. Louis, at the Louisiana Purchase Exposition, which was in fact St. Louis World Fair. But for some reason, Charles E. Menches is the one that people focus on as actually having created it. So you're all correct. You're all wrong. It is what it is. Hey, Amy Kiki has just entered the room. Welcome, Amy. Always good to see you. And Scott as well. Hey, Valentine at work, so just watching. Hope you're doing well. Well, likewise, Scott. Hope you're doing well as well. And thank you for lurking and checking us out. So always welcome here. Thank you. Bob, just remember to put that link up there. So I made you a mod. You should be able to put the link up there. So put the link for your fundraising thing for the marathon up there. Hey, Eli is into the room too. Something must have just finished. Football game or something. I don't know what it is, but everybody just kind of jumped in there. But welcome, Eli. Always good to see you. All right, let's put that back over there. And then let's do another snack. Let's see, we've got 7 snacks. We'll do 3, and then we'll go into our soft drink, and then we'll do the other 4. All right, next question. Feeling a little tough. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, Eli. Hopefully this will give you a few minutes or a little bit of rough. Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. And hopefully, we will make that a little bit easier for you or a little bit lighter for you. So but thank you for joining us, Eli. The question is, what snack was created by Italian monks during the Middle Ages as treats to reward young church attendees? Again, the question. What snack was created by Italian monks during the Middle Ages as treats to reward young church attendees? Put that over there. And let's start into our snack. Let's see, let's stay with the kind of sweet stuff. Let's do this one next. So this is, you can't tell who the company is because it's so tiny. That's their logo right there, that little logo right there. But the product is caramel maple corn made with Canadian maple syrup. Now this is, let's see, this is from, who does this? This is from Crown Confectionery. It's from Crown Confectionery. Crown Confectionery was originally founded as Yonggildan Bakery in 1947 by Yoon Tae-hoon. And it is a product of where? It is a product made in South Korea. It's a product of South Korea. I don't know if they're coated. Let's see. So this is, I think it's a corn-based snack. So the ingredients are corn flour, vegetable oil blend, sugar, cream, maple syrup, caramel maple mix, sweetened condensed milk, microcrystalline cellulose, salt, caramel, artificial flavors, leavening, and soy lecithin. Contains milk, contains soy, produced in a facility that handles wheat and peanuts. Now, here's the thing that I find is funny, is on the back, there's a picture, and it's somebody going from Niagara, Maple Road, Maple Story, going from Niagara, which I think is in New York, Canadian border, driving 800 kilometers to Quebec, where they're getting the maple syrup. So this is syrup made by purifying sap from maple in Quebec, Maple Road. It's odd. This is Korean snack made with Quebec maple syrup. You know, it is what it is. Everything is good, just too much pizza review last night. Sorry to hear about that, Eli, but we'll go light. We're just doing some light snacks today. So, although I thought about maybe it would be fun at some point in time to do like reviewing slices of pizza or something, something else, something substantial, something more food-like for our review. Oh my God! So the smell of maple syrup when you open this bag is unbelievable. It's just like that's all you smell is maple syrup. Now the other thing is you see these little things on the bag, and you think, okay, they're going to be maybe about the size of a Frito. Look at the size of these things. Look at the size of these. These are huge. They look like those neck pillows that you bring on the airplane with you, so you don't fall asleep and hurt your neck. God, these smell so much like maple syrup. Eli, Tom is doing pork chops, if I'm not mistaken, pork chops and eggplant. Wow, those are really light. They're like corn puffs. So I know you're going to think I'm crazy, but I'm being honest with you. Have you ever eaten the biodegradable foam peanuts foam packing peanuts? They're made from corn. But so they're made from corn, and you use them for packing to substitute for the styrofoam foam peanuts. This has that same texture and that same flavor. I take it back. It has that same flavor, but not the maple flavor. But the underlying corn has that flavor. That is really a lot of things that say that they're maple or maple flavored and everything. It's just kind of like artificial flavored or whatever. That is hardcore maple. So the two flavors you get the corn flavor and you get the maple flavor. They're both really strong. It's a really unusual texture. If you just left it in your mouth, it would just dissolve in your mouth. It's a really nice snack, and I think I'm going to go ahead and give that a thumbs up. This extra spicy menudo is about to cure me. Oh, okay. So when you say pizza review, you mean like Val's pizza review on reckless eating in Las Vegas. I get you now, Eli. Okay. Yeah, the menudo is supposed to be the cure for that. So not sure what other ones are as well. Anyways, this snack, the Crown Confectionery caramel maple corn, big thumbs up. Product of Korea. All righty. Let's go back to our question. And our question was, which snack was created by Italian monks during the Middle Ages as treats to reward young church attendees? And the guesses were, let's see. Janice Yamanaka said pretzels. Tom said cum sour quarters pie. Ice Hand said Ferrero Rocher. I think that's it. Forgive me if I've missed something. Ice Hand, I don't think they're that old, but it's a good guess. Tom, you're always correct, of course. So it is sour quarters pie. But Janice is also correct. In fact, pretzels. So pretzels were invented during the Middle Ages by the Italians. So let's put that back. Let's see. We did adult beverage, snack. Did I miss anything? I don't think I missed anything, but let me know. Keep me honest, guys. If you see that somebody asked a question or somebody mentioned something that needs me to respond to it, and I missed that, please let me know. So please bring that up. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do one more snack, and then we'll move on to our soft drink. Let's see, which one do I want to do? It's all really strong tasting, but I think everything else is spicy. Yeah, so we'll do these next. All right. So the question is, and again, just as a reminder, all of our trivia questions today are snack-based questions. So the question is, what snack did the Persians eat in the 11th century by cooling a mixture of sugar, water, and flavorings that we still eat a form of today? Again, the question, what snack did the Persians eat in the 11th century by cooling a mixture of sugar, water, and flavorings that we still eat a form of today? So let's put that over there, and let's go on to these. I know, little package. Let's see. So these are Lily's sour gummy worms. Less sugar, sweet life, tart and tasty fruit flavors, naturally flavored, non-GMO, no sugar added. So they sound really good. They look kind of creepy. Those worms look kind of creepy, but we're going to eat them anyways. Lily's was founded in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania by Cynthia Tice and Chuck Granardi in 2003. And there is no sugar added to this. Where do they get the sweetness? From erythritol and stevia. I'm not a big fan of stevia. It always has that kind of chemical taste, but sometimes it's not so bad. So we're going to give it a shot. Little tear in there, so it makes my life easier. The Italians invented the pretzel and had to fight off the Germans that wanted them to snack on with their beer. Probably did, because the Germans are really known for the pretzels. And I'm trying to think, because the Germans kind of perfected the pretzel. The Italians invented it, but the Germans kind of perfected it, and the Germans are known for the pretzel now. The other thing that's kind of odd about these is in the ingredients. Let's see, soluble corn fiber. So it's corn, allulose, which I think is like a cellulose. It's kind of like a jelly, I guess. Erythritol, lactic acid, pectin, which you find in jellies. Citric acid, because that you have to put citric acid in everything. I bet if I look at the other snacks that we've already tried, probably have citric acid in it. All right. Sodium citrate, stevia extract, natural flavors, color added. Here's the weird part: apple, blackcurrant, carrot, pumpkin, saffron, and spirulina concentrates. Now, spirulina is blue. It's an algae. It's blue, so that makes perfect sense. But I guess they're just used for color. But carrot and pumpkin, for the orange. Oh, they tell you also there's two varieties in here. So the red and yellow one is lemon raspberry, and the yellow and green is apple and peach. So let's see. Let's do the first one we grab. How's that? All right, that is apple and peach. I don't know, like I should take a bite of each side. Those are really chewy. That's kind of a hard consistency. Wow. Tart, really sour. Not warhead sour, where you feel like you're getting chemical burns on your tongue. Not that sour. Or like, what was it, the toxic sludge candy? I don't remember exactly what it was called. I have it over here. Toxic waste. Toxic waste. Not like that. Really odd flavor. There's some tanginess to it. There's some sourness to it, but it's not over the top sourness. It's chewy as hell. It's more like, less like a gummy bear and more like a Swedish fish. You know how Swedish fish can be like, there's a little bit of chewiness to that. More like the texture of Swedish fish. Or jujubes, like jujubes. Does anyone remember jujubes? Who remembers jujubes? Talking about this little thing that look like buttons. Used to come in a box. Jujubes? No? Yes. It's getting stuck in my teeth. They're getting stuck. All right. I'm getting the apple flavor. I'm getting like a Granny Smith apple flavor. Not the peach so much. The chemical taste is from the sweetener isn't too bad. It's not too bad. They probably went light on it. It's stuck in my teeth. Yeah, I don't like that. Not as sour as they kind of make it seem. All right, let's try the other one, lemon raspberry. Here, Eli came to. It was here at the very beginning. And when it came probably maybe about 20 minutes ago or so. Got a doodle snack and he left, but he'll probably be back. The Taco Bell sunflower seeds are weird. I haven't tried those. I've actually seen those in the store, and I've not tried those. But maybe I should. Okay. Not getting lemon. Well, hang on. There it is. Okay, lemon comes in afterward. Raspberry is really subtle, but it's there too. Flavor-wise, these are really good. You could give these to a kid. There's really nothing crazy about that. There's nothing harmful in there, and there's not a lot of sugar in there. You can give this to a kid, and a kid will probably like that. You don't have to worry about it being like so overly sour that they're going to go, "Oh my god!" Not like that at all. The flavors are nice. The flavors are subtle. The only drawback, I would not give this to a little kid, like a toddler, only because he could probably choke on that since he can't chew it. Right? You should have teeth. The thing is, it's going to get stuck in your teeth, and that's probably the only drawback to that. So I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Good flavor, not over the top. The stevia is not so much that it tastes like chemicals and everything. I'm going to give it a thumbs up, but that getting stuck in the teeth thing, that texture and getting stuck in the teeth, that is why it's going to get a thumbs up, trending downward a little bit. So sorry, but that's what I'm going to have to give it. All right, let's go back to our question. The question is, what snack did the Persians eat in the 11th century by cooling a mixture of sugar, water, and flavorings that we still eat a form of today? And the guesses were, let's see. Ice Hand said Italian Ice. Ice Baby. That would be my rapper name, Italian Ice. Janice Yamanaka said ice cream. Tom, Old Guy Colorado said quat scrapings. That looks like the only guesses. The correct answer is none of the above, sort of. Ice Hand is probably the closest, but the answer is they called it sharbat, S-H-A-R-B-A-T, which we call sherbet or sherbet. We call it sherbet, even though there's no R in there. We call it sherbet, but it's sherbet. And that was invented by the Persians in the 11th century. So that was like probably the first ice cream-like thing that people were eating. So I guess maybe ice cream counts, maybe because it's a kind of ice cream. But that was like the first introduction to an ice cream-like snack was sherbet or sharbat, as the Persians called it in the 11th century. All right, let's stick that back there. So we said we're going to do 3 snacks. That's all the kind of Swedish stuff, and the rest of the stuff is there's one that's sour, but it also has chilies in it. We'll start with that one. But let's do our soft drink. And again, this was one of the leftovers from the stuff that I brought back from Colombia. So this is the only leftover. Everything else is gone. This is the only leftover. This was one of the things that I brought back from Colombia. And the company is Ekii. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. It's Ekii. These are Ekii. I'm going to call it Ekii. I don't know how to pronounce it. Ekii, and this is Ekii Bubbles. This is grapefruit and pineapple flavored Ekii Bubbles. It is 0 calories. This is also sweetened with erythritol and stevia. With the drinks, the chemical taste is a little bit more prominent. Hopefully this one is not, but we'll see. Ekii or Ekii, or however you want to say it, is a trademark of Tayuna Foods, and Tayuna Foods is from Barranquilla, Colombia. Barranquilla is on the north coast, so it's a little bit more farther north and east of Cartagena. So we have a bottle cap, and we are going to bring back Slim today. So Slim is going to help us out today. And even though the bottle cap is really nondescript, you know, we're still going to hang on to it because that's how we roll. I think somebody asked, I think it was last week, about that there. What is that? And that is a crystal skull. The crystal skull. It is a crystal skull. There was, what do they call that? Bone something. Bone rattler hot sauce came in that. So it was a big jar of hot sauce shaped like a crystal. I mean, like a skull. And I use that for my bottle caps. So it's full of bottle caps, and it has a Los Angeles Dodgers hat on. All right, there we go. Just a silver bottle cap. Not much of a smell. Wonder what Bondeggy gummies would taste like. Eli, you're an evil man. Deggy gummies. My God. I'll be waiting for the keyboard for review. Have a ton of cleaning to do from my making heroes for the town. I have to make room for cooking tonight. Be back shortly. All right, Tom. Well, you know, have the volume on. You can hear us, and we'll see you when you come back. Yeah, no smell at all. It's kind of weird. Yes, it has that chemical taste, that stevia chemical taste. I don't dig that. The grapefruit and pineapple. A little bit of the grapefruit taste. I'm not tasting pineapple. Looks like a wine cooler. Yeah, a little bit. It does, a little bit. I want one of those grills you have on the shelf. You're talking about this guy here? We actually use that. So it was one of our 4th of July episodes where we actually made, I think it was, we made Impossible Burgers on that grill. We actually used that grill and actually cooked Impossible Burgers. Tiny. It was like a tiny Val's 4th of July picnic. And we just made, everything was tiny. Janice, can you do me a big favor? Can you see if you can find that? It was a 4th of July episode that we did where we actually used that grill. It actually works. It's hard to maintain how to like manage the heat in there. I use charcoal in it, I think, but like I don't think I would put wood in there because I think it would just kind of burn away really quickly. But yeah, we actually used it. So you know, if you can tell from the bottom, it's a little bit scorched from the bottom because from the charcoal being in it. But yeah, that was a gift from John Debney. I think we were having a yard sale, and that was one of the things that he had out there. And he goes, "Val, do you want that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." So that was a gift from John Debney. Thank you very much, John. I don't like this. I get more of that. The most prominent taste in here is the stevia. The fruit tastes are really, really subtle. You get a little bit of the grapefruit taste, hardly any of the pineapple taste, and those are like really sweet and high acid content fruits. And I'm not getting either in there. It's this kind of a artificially sweet beverage with the really weak flavoring in it. I have to give that a thumbs down. Yeah, it's just not it's not my cup of tea, as they say. So here we go. Maybe the beer will save it. Because it is kind of a fruity beer. Eli. So earlier, somebody had asked a question, and I thought it was a great question, just like I think your question is a great question. However, we only have 8 questions for an Ask Val live stream. Only 8. So I would like to have more so that we can actually do an Ask Val live stream. Now, it was somebody requested it, like when are we going to do another Ask Val live stream? And I can't do it without questions. So what I would like you to do is, that's a great question. And I would like you to go to our community page, and our community page is a posting in there saying, hey, we want to do another Ask Val by your request. I want to do another Ask Val, but I need the questions. So do me a big favor and go out to the community page, find that posting, and add that question to the posting, because I think it's a great question. And let's do it. Again, this is just kind of a reminder. I don't know how many people have come in since I mentioned it previously, but please go to our community page, go to that, and put some questions on there, questions that you would like me to answer. And unless they're rude or disgusting or something, I will answer every one of your questions. So, you know, or like social security number, I'm not going to answer that. So there we go. All right, cheers. No smell. Oh my God. That. All right. So it kind of makes that beer taste more present, but the flavor in that beer, that pineapple and orange flavor that was in that beer, that kind of disappears, and that stevia just kind of comes to the foreground. It's, you know, together it's not good. Ice Hand, you can put more than one question. That's fine. But thank you, Ice Hand. It's not so much of a nag as I mentioned it earlier. If other people came in and they didn't realize that we had that there, it was just kind of a reminder. So I was not targeting you, Ice Hand, but thank you for posting that. And Janice, thank you. So Janice posted the link for the Val's Tiny Cookout episode, which features that Weber grill. It's actually a Weber grill, so Weber makes that. It's a Weber grill. I don't think they make it for people to cook with. I think it's like a giveaway kind of thing, but we cooked with it, so we got it. We used it. So Eli, check out the link that Janice posted, and you will see that Weber grill in action. I don't know where you would get one outside of John Debney giving you one, and I think he gave me the only one he had. Hey, Pokey Sly is in the room. Welcome, Pokey. We have not seen you in a while. Glad you could make it. Glad you could join us this Saturday. Have not seen you in a while, and it's nice to have you back. So welcome. It's not good. I don't like this. Yeah, it's not good. Thumbs down. All righty. So now we're into our last 4 snacks. How are we doing on time? We got an hour? We got plenty of time. We are like ahead of the game here. So yeah, I was gonna say I don't recommend this. It's not that great, but it's made in Colombia, so chances of you seeing this in the local grocery store are slim, unless you're in Colombia. So there we go. All right, so let's read another question and go on to our fourth snack. And the question is, what snack is made from the extract of the roots of the, how am I going to say this? Let's see, Glycyrrhiza. What snack is made from the extract of the roots of the Glycyrrhiza glabra plant? Again, the question, what snack is made from the extract of the roots of the Glycyrrhiza glabra plant? Here we go. It goes over there. Let's do, that one's got some sour in it. That's hot. That's hot. That's spicy. Let's do this one next. So everyone recognizes that logo. They just don't recognize the spelling of that logo. So who can tell me really quickly, where this is from and what this product and what the product name is for this one? Anybody? Come on, you recognize that logo. I know you do. You might not recognize the text, but I know you recognize the logo. Anybody? Let's see. We covered that. We didn't cover that. We didn't cover that. Okay, we're good. Yes, thank you. Janice Yamanaka got it right. These are, in fact, Lays. They're from Thailand. These are Thai Lays. That didn't sound right. I said it, but it just didn't sound right coming out. All right, so these are Thai Lays. Let's see. Lay's was founded in 1932 by Herman Lay in Tennessee, in Nashville, but it's currently owned by PepsiCo. And I think it was always Lay's when they started in other countries. So there's Lay's from different countries, and they have different names. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Lay's is Walker's in the UK. I think Lay's is Walker's. And in Colombia, they also have Lay's, and I can't remember the name. We've done some of the Lay's products on our live stream from Colombia, and I can't remember the name of the product there. It's not. They don't call it Lay's. It's called something else, but the logo gives it away immediately. So these are sour twists. What is a sour twist, you ask? Well, that's an excellent question. There's a picture of lime, and there's a picture of, it looks like those tiny little Thai chilies that are really, really hot. We'll see. The ingredients are potatoes, 57.2%, vegetable oil, 35.8%. I love the way how they do the fractions. Seasoning, 7%, which is mostly monosodium glutamate. Acidity regulator. If I'm not mistaken, for acidity regulator, that's what they use citric acid for. Could be wrong though. Anti-caking agent, emulsifier, natural color, packaging gas, which I guess they put in there to fluff up the package. Packaging gas, natural flavor, nature identical flavor. I don't know what nature identical flavor is. No preservatives. Contains wheat and soybean. So they're potato chips, but it contains wheat and soybean as well. That's a little bit odd. Maybe they're flaked and formed. I don't know. I'm not sure. All it says is natural flavor. So I'm assuming, because they have a picture of a lime and they have a picture of these chilies, that those are the ingredients. That they're the chilies and the lime. So, because they're flavored, and open it from the bottom. But they're from Asia, so this might not open this way. There we go. That's unusual. I'm getting a smell. It doesn't smell like it's a spicy smell, but when I say spicy, I don't mean like hot spicy. I mean like spices. It doesn't smell like chilies, and it doesn't smell like lime. It's a really nice smell. It smells like food. It smells like fried rice or something like that. It's really a really nice smell. All right, here we go. They look like potato chips. I don't know where the wheat comes in, unless they kind of mix wheat powder together and then use it to coat it. There's the lime. Lime doesn't come in right off the bat, but oh my God. All right, so here's the thing. When you first put it in your mouth, you get the chip. It's a good tasting chip. You get the chip. So the first thing that comes in afterwards is the lime. So you start to get the lime flavor. And then at the end of it, when it's almost all gone, the chili kicks in, and it's hot. So it's like, if any of you guys seen, and it's one of my earliest episodes where we did the Thai papaya salad. And I think I was eating it for 90 seconds going like, this isn't bad at all. And then after 90 seconds, I got that punch in the face from the chilies. This is almost the same thing. It's like you chew it for a while and you're like, this is not hot at all. And then all of a sudden those chilies come in. So so just so that you guys know, important safety tip, Thai chilies are sneaky. Never turn your back on a Thai chili. Wow. I like that, whatever spices they use in there. I really like that. Now, monosodium glutamate is a flavor enhancer. They use it for umami flavor, but it also kind of enhances flavors when it brings flavors out. Years ago, there was this big thing against monosodium glutamate, saying it was bad for you. It's not bad for you. If you eat a lot of it, it's just like any other kind of sodium. If you eat a lot of it, it's bad for you. But to put it in food as a flavor enhancer or to add umami to a food, it's not bad at all. It gets a bad rap. Just need to not eat it in large quantities and frequently. These are good. These are really good. Now, even though I say that the Thai chili kind of sneaks up on you like that, okay, it's not Val hot, so it's not like where I start. If any of you guys saw me do the hot chip challenge from the EU that we just did last week, it's not like that where I'm getting the hiccups, my mouth is on fire, my throat's on fire. It's not like that, but it is a burn, and the burn is there, and it is present, but it's not that bad. I think if you have a tolerance for jalapeno, this would be okay for you. All right. It doesn't taste like jalapeno because they use Thai chilies, but still, the flavor is nice. The chili flavor is nice, and the chili heat is nice. So yeah, that's not bad at all. And again, the lime kind of kicks in afterwards. It takes a few seconds before the lime kicks in. They're not greasy. They're crispy, and they just love that seasoning in there. It's going to be a big thumbs up. These are really, really good. It doesn't surprise me, though, that Lay's from Thailand would be better than Lay's from the United States. So yeah, a big thumbs up on that one. So let's go back to our question. And our question was, what snack is made from the extract of the roots of the Glycyrrhiza glabra plant? And let's see what the guesses were. There were no guesses. I don't see any guesses. Nope, nobody guessed. All right, it's in fact licorice. Licorice is made from the extract from the roots of the Glycyrrhiza glabra plant. Licorice. I like licorice. That's okay. So apparently there is a predisposition to like or not like cilantro, and it's a genetic thing. So people who have the predisposition to not like cilantro, to them it tastes like soap, or so I'm told, because I don't have that predisposition. There are some people who absolutely love cilantro, like Claudia. You know, we'll go into a place and she'll say, I would like the cilantro salad with cilantro dressing, and can you put some cilantro on the side? I'm in the middle. I like it. I think it's needed in some, you know, that flavor is needed for some dishes that you just can't do without it. So do need it. But I'm kind of in the middle. But genetically, some people are predisposed to either hate it or like it. Right? So licorice is not it's not a genetic thing, but licorice is one of those things that people either hate it or like it, and usually the people who like it love it. Now I'm one of those people who love licorice. There is some danger involved in eating too much licorice. It can actually affect your heart. So I think somebody was hospitalized for it, but you have to eat like a pound of it, like within a certain amount of time or over a period of days or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. So it can be dangerous to your heart if you eat a lot of it in a short period of time. But I'm one of those people that actually like licorice. So let's just take an informal poll here. Jill, let's actually set up a poll. Let's do that. All right, start a poll. Now, before I put this on, there is a difference between, like people say, oh, I like red licorice. There's no such thing as red licorice. There's red vines, but there's no such thing as, or Twizzlers, red Twizzlers, but there's no such thing as red licorice. Licorice is by nature black. Licorice has, I think they add molasses to it, but by nature it's black. And so they do black vines, they do black Twizzlers, and those are licorice, or they do have licorice. Sometimes they cheap out, and instead of using actual licorice, because it can get it a little bit on the expensive side, they'll use anise to kind of mimic that. But, ooh, what happened? Oh, there we go. Okay. So I put the poll up there. Do you like licorice? They will, they might use anise to mimic the flavor of licorice and everything, but licorice is one of those things that some people love and some people do not love. So time for a reckless eating episode. You mean time to watch one, or you're talking about what we were talking about. Which one, Pokey Sly? Which one were you talking about? And I'll bring it up to Matt. As long as we're talking about Matt, so when I mention Matt, if I just say Matt, I'm talking about Matt Zion from Reckless Eating. Some of you don't watch Reckless Eating and don't know who I'm talking about. Well, we've had Matt on our channel. We've had him do episodes with us before. So most people, I think, are familiar with Matt. But I am not, I guess you could consider me part of the crew for Reckless Eating, but I am not, Reckless Eating is not my channel. Let's put it that way. So my channel is Trippy Food. We have Matt on my channel. I'm on Matt's channel. I would say Matt and Chris. Chris has had less of an involvement over the years. Chris Reckless, who the channel is named after, he doesn't have as much involvement anymore, so it's mostly Matt. But a lot of comments in the that people leave on our things is like, oh, Matt this, or tell Matt this, or tell Matt this. It's like, Trippy Food and Reckless Eating are kind of two separate things. We're very different channels. We do kind of the same thing. We eat kind of the same things. The difference is not so much anymore, but in the past, they would eat stuff that you're really not supposed to eat, like condiments, like powdered mustard is something along those lines. We don't do beer chugs on here. Well, they don't either anymore because YouTube won't let them do it anymore. But we've never done beer chugs. We are conscious of our language here because we try to be family friendly. We're not a family channel, but we try to be family friendly. So you can watch our live streams and you can watch our episodes with your kids, and you don't have to answer any embarrassing questions. But as anyone who has seen me on Reckless Eating will tell you, because it's a different format, because it's a different channel completely, Uncle Val gets a little salty on Reckless Eating. So I've been known to drop the F-bomb on Reckless Eating, but I will not do that here. So so when people kind of say like, Val, Reckless Eating this, or Val, do Reckless Eating, so like, it's not up to me what we do on Reckless Eating. It's up to Matt. You can leave a comment on his things suggesting it, or just say, do this with Val or something like that. That would be fine. But I don't really have a lot of say in what they do on Reckless Eating, just on Trippy Food. So unless you want to see Matt from Reckless Eating do something on Trippy Food. So like you say, like, hey, you should get Matt to come on your channel and do, blah, 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 and we can do that too. So just wanted to kind of clarify that, because I think some people think that I'm like a founding member of Reckless Eating or something like that. That's not true. Matt might consider me part of the crew. I'm not sure, but they do a lot of stuff without me, and that's fine because we're two separate channels. So we get along really well. I consider Matt a friend, and we do a lot of stuff together. We bounce ideas off each other, but still two separate channels. Just wanted to get that cleared up. Licorice challenge. Well, I do that, I suppose. I don't know if Matt would want to do it as a Reckless Eating episode, or we do it as a Trippy Food episode. We could do that. We did a licorice taste. We've done a couple of licorice episodes. So one is there's this town called Poulsbo in Washington State. You have to take a ferry to get to it. I think you don't have to, but I think to go around to the other side of it, it takes a lot longer to drive there. But from Seattle, you can take a ferry that goes over to Bainbridge Island, which takes you over to where Poulsbo is. And Poulsbo is a cute little town. It's kind of a fishing town, because there are a lot of Scandinavian settlers in Poulsbo, and every year they do a lutefisk eating contest, and some of the local restaurants have lutefisk on the menu. As a matter of fact, we should have an episode. We did an episode where we got lutefisk tacos. I think it was I want to say it was the Wet Dog Cafe or Wet Dog Brewery was the name of the brewery. I don't remember, but you guys can find that online. And so we did lutefisk tacos. But one of the other things we did was there is a grocery there, or a little convenience store, and it's called the what is it? Marina something. Not Marina Village. I can't remember the name of the store, but we did an episode there because they have something called the Licorice Shrine, and they have like 3 aisles. They have a licorice shrine. Actually, it's like kind of a little mini church made out of licorice. And then they have like 3, 4, maybe even 5 aisles of nothing but licorice, different kinds of licorice. And so what we did was we bought like 5 or 6 different kinds of licorice. We brought it back and we taste tested the licorice. We didn't do it with Matt. It would be interesting to do with Matt. I don't know if he's done licorice before, but I'll certainly bring it up with him to do licorice tasting. So yeah, I'll bring it up to him. Also, I did want to mention this. I mentioned, and I'm not going to say it again, Eli, so don't worry. We do have, or wasn't Eli, Ice Hand. In addition to the posting that we have for the Ask Val episode, we also have I'm going to call it a suggestion box. If you have suggestions for things that you would like to see us do, or you want me to approach Matt and say, how about doing this on Reckless Eating? He has the option to say no for that, or would you like to come on my show and do it? Leave that there. Leave that there in any suggestion you have, anything, no matter how bizarre it sounds, no matter how strange it sounds, leave it there as a suggestion. And if we do the suggestion, we'll give you a shout out on that. So we typically have before. Eli, I can't remember what it was, but you made some suggestions in the past that we've done, and we always do shout outs on that. So yeah, if you're going to go to the community page, and also we have I call it a suggestion box, but leave suggestions down there. And you know, there are very little things that, like if you put eat a cat, it's not going to happen. You know, or eat human waste, that's not going to happen. But leave a suggestion in the suggestion box, and most of the times we'll go ahead and do that. So go ahead and leave them there. Licorice contains a compound, that thing that I was saying earlier is the name of the glycyrrhiza, I think is how they're pronounced. Licorice contains the compound glycyrrhizin. Taking in too much from ingesting too much licorice in food can cause fluid retention and lead to elevated blood pressure. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what it was. I know that it can cause heart problems as well, Icehan. So you can't eat, but you have to eat a lot of it. I mean, a lot of it. I've eaten maybe like a bag this size of licorice. I've eaten like a bag full in one sitting, and never had like, you know, heart palpitations or elevated blood pressure or anything like that. But again, it's not something I do all the time. I don't do it every day, and I don't do mass quantities. So, you know, but yeah, there we go. But I thought you were Matt's dad or Matt's uncle or something. I'm trying to remember how old Matt's father is. I think I'm somewhere in between. I am old enough to be Matt's dad because Matt is actually younger than Julie. You guys have seen Julie, my daughter. You've seen her on the channel, and you will see her more. She's going to actually be doing episodes from Trippy Food East. So you'll see her a lot more. And by popular demand, when we did ask the question, when Val cannot do the live streams, would you like to see Julie do a live stream? And you guys, not unanimously, 75%, something like that, said yes. So you will see Julie doing live streams. That was her suggestion, and so I put it out there. She wanted me to ask the community. But also, I told her, if you just want to do a live stream, let me know. I will let you run with the live stream. Just do the live stream yourself, and that's fine too. So she might do some of those as well. And we're going to try to figure out a way where we can both do a live stream at the same time remotely. So I'm playing with some software. In the next couple of weeks, you might see me go live just as a test. But it's to test out some software where we can have two windows and we can actually be on. So we'll see. We'll probably do more stuff like that. Again, if you have any suggestions like that, put that in the suggestion box because we're always open for suggestions. A very, very small moderations licorice, 2 bites, and I'm done for a year. Yeah, well, especially like Abe, have you ever had the salted licorice? And it's not salt like sodium chloride, which is like table salt. It's I believe it's ammonium chloride is the salt that they use for salted licorice. Legally, they can only use, I think it's up to 7%. You can't do any more than 7% of the ammonium chloride, because I think then it starts to have some toxicity to it. But if you've ever eaten salted licorice, if you've not eaten salted licorice, I recommend that you try it. Only because I recommend that you try everything you've not tried before. Never say no, never turn anything down. Always try it. If you don't like it, you can spit it out, but always try something new. Never turn anything down. Always try something new. And so the salted licorice, to me, the effect that I get is the salt, the sodium ammonium chloride, the ammonium chloride salt mixes with the sweetness from the licorice, and it kind of makes a sour taste. And it's not a really unpleasant sour taste, but it's an odd, unusual sour taste. You do get kind of a burn, like almost like a chemical burn from that if there's a lot of salt on it and everything, but it's unusual and you should try it. So if you get a chance to try salted licorice, do so. So you can say that you have. Might not be your cup of tea, you might not like it, but there we go. Yeah, like Janice just said, it's nasty, but she had to spit it out, but she tried it. So I recommend that you try it just to see what you think. A lot of things like that are also acquired tastes. So maybe the first time you eat it, it's disgusting, you hate it, and then you go like, I'm going to try it again, and you go like, it's not too bad, and then you try it a few more times, and you're like, I actually kind of like this. For me, Marmite was like that. I still can't. I won't eat like a spoon of Marmite. I'll use it sparingly in cooking, or like if I'm going to put it on toast, I'll put Marmite, some butter, just dabs of it. So Marmite for me is one of those things. Bondegi is one of those things, though I've given it multiple tries and I still don't like it. So no matter how many times I try it, I don't like it. But there we go. We need Val and LA Beast. Well, the thing is Beast is not going to come out here anytime soon. So I think he limits who he does collaborations with. But if I go out there, if I go back east and I make a trip to like New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and that area there, I might hit him up and see if he's interested in doing something like that. And he might be open to doing that. Pokey Sly, you can see me and LA Beast in the same episode. It was on his show on LA Beast. It's when he went out to Anshu's ranch and he ate the ostrich eggs. He stole the ostrich eggs out of the nest and ate the ostrich eggs. So I'm in that episode. You can see me. Also, who else is in that? I think Matt is there, and I think Matt's there. I think Jeff Fu might have been there, and Quincy, Q the Critic, was there as well, I think. And we're all like, have kind of cameos in it and everything. So, I've worked with them before. Would love to work with them again. And so maybe if I'm back east and it's not too inconvenient for him, I might hit him up for that and do something with him. So Pokey Sly could happen. It could happen. So just kind of leave it there. And like I said, next trip back east, we'll try to make that happen. I found that at World Market. Yeah, if you guys are looking for salted licorice, you can get that at Cost Plus World Market. So, and I know they're all over the place, all across the U.S. I'm not sure exactly where, but if there's a Cost Plus World Market near you, you can find the salted licorice there. So, I will eat licorice jelly beans if it's the last flavor in the dish. Yeah, I don't mind them. I will typically eat licorice jelly beans last, but not because I'm saving them for last. I just want to I want to put that off. I usually eat them last because they're usually the strongest flavored jelly beans. And so if I eat them first, then I really can't taste the other jelly beans because that licorice flavor stays in there. So I typically will eat licorice jelly beans last as well, but only because the flavor is so strong that it kind of overwhelms all the other flavors. And if you want to get those other flavors, got to eat them first. So that's kind of Bodegi ceviche. Eli, that might work. That might actually work. Bodegi ceviche. Do me a favor, Eli. Put that in the suggestion box. That might actually work. I might actually like that because of everything else that's going on in the ceviche. Yeah. Please, Eli, please put that in the suggestion box. I want to check that out. That sounds doable. I think that sounds interesting. Pokey Sly, when you said love that episode, you're talking about the ostrich egg episode, the LA Beast ostrich egg episode. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun working with him. I think my favorite part was when he first showed up. He was wrapped in bubble wrap, and Anshu and I looked at him and like, why are you wearing bubble wrap? He goes, well, in case the ostrich decides to like kick me or something. We both told him maybe it was for like effect, for comedy effect or something. But we both told him, if the ostrich kicks you, you're going to die. So bubble wrap's not going to stop. They have a claw, like a huge claw on their feet, and if they kick you forward, it's going to go right through the bubble wrap and right through you, and they're going to tear you apart, and you're going to die. So, but it was funny. I don't know if he kept it in the episode and he continued to wear it, but just with the understanding that it was just for show. But yeah, bubble wrap's not going to stop an ostrich from killing you. Let's put it that way. Reviewed canned tuna with condensed milk. I saw it on a meme at Reddit. Canned tuna with did you heat that up? It depends on how you make that. Condensed milk is kind of sweet. I think they add sugar to condensed milk. It's a weird combination, but depending on what you put in there, it might work. I don't know. But if you did it, Miguel, send me a link to that. I want to check that out. I definitely want to check that out. That sounds really interesting. Oh, you're asking me to review the canned tuna. Okay. So Miguel, again, put that on the suggestion box, in the suggestion box, in the suggestion page. All right, how we doing? I was yapping, I was talking, but that's okay. We have 3 snacks left. We got half an hour to do it, and not a problem. All right, so let's do this. Let's read another question. And the question, I was going to say we got off track. We was talking about licorice and stuff like that. Did I say we was? We was talking about licorice and stuff like that. That's what we was doing.
let's talk about licorice. Well, that's okay, because, you know, that's what we do here. We talk about food, we talk about travel too. So, you know, if you travel to go get licorice, we can talk about that as well. But it's not really like going off on a tangent there, because, like I said, we're here to talk about food and travel. So, you know, that's what we do. So, that's what we does. All righty. No, Tom, we already did that once. Then there's no reason to do it again, ever. Oh, however, as long as we're on the subject of Subway sandwiches, there is another. I don't think it's a challenge. It's probably a joke, but there is a. I want to say it is a meatball sub. I'm going to say it's a Subway meatball sub with Cadbury eggs. So, Tom, you have opened your mouth and you have inserted your foot in there. I'm gonna look into this, and if that's a thing, we're gonna do a Subway meatball sub with Cadbury eggs in it. Yeah, because you mentioned it, so thank you. All right, let's go back to our question. And our question is, what snack was created from a recipe from Ralston Purina Company designed to sell cereal that appeared in Life magazine in 1952? Again, what snack was created from a recipe from Ralston Purina Company designed to sell cereal that appeared in Life magazine in 1952? Good time. You have a sick idea of what a good time is, Tom. All right, let's do, let's see. I think this one's going to be milder. This guy here. So this is Jack Links. Jack Links, there's a guy named Jack Link. So it's not like Jack Links like sausage links. The guy's name is Link. So it was founded in Winong, maybe I'm saying that wrong, Winong, W-I-N-O-N-G, in Winong, Wisconsin, by Jack Link in 1986. So Jack Links is like belonging to Jack Link. It's not Links, L-I-N-K-S, it's L-I-N-K''S. It's belonging to Jack Link, Jack Links. So we're going to do Jack Links spicy sweet chili flavored meat stick, casing colored. Okay, it doesn't have to be, but it is. That's okay. I'm sorry, Doritos spicy sweet chili. Now, what brought my attention to this is, I don't know if you guys remember, but recently, maybe about a month or so, maybe a little bit more, we did the Doritos spicy sweet chili. That has got to be the best flavored Doritos that I've ever had. It was incredible. The spicy sweet chili, it was just, the flavor was just amazing. It had to be my favorite Doritos that I've ever seen. Now, I saw that they were doing it on, you know, in a meat stick. They were adding that flavor to a meat stick. All bets are off, because I don't know if they make this like a different kind of spice in this and everything, but they're adding it to a meat stick as opposed to a tortilla chip. It's going to be completely different. So it just, whoa. So it just looked really fascinating, really interesting, and we're going to give this a shot. Wait a minute, hang on a second. Oh, everything's backwards. I just realized that. That's so that I can see like a mirror image of what I'm doing. I would thought it would turn it around, but maybe that messes people up too much. But there we go. Miguel, I have not tried the ranch ice cream. You're talking about the Van Leeuwen Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream. Now, normally, when you ask a question like that, I would say, no, I haven't tried that. Add it to the suggestion list. However, I just picked it up. I couldn't find it. I kept going back to Walmart and I couldn't find it. Now, my last time I went to Walmart, they didn't have any Van Leeuwen ice cream. And there's two places where you can get, there used to be two places. One was Walmart, and the other one was if you wanted one of the scoop shops. Now, they have a scoop shop in New York, and they have one scoop shop here in LA. They have a few in the different areas in LA, and they have a few in New York as well. So you typically get them there. So I tried. I went to the scoop shop to get it in Studio City. I went to the scoop shop to get it, and they said, we don't have it at the scoop shop. They only have it in the stores. And I go, what stores? And he says, definitely Walmart and also Vaughn's Pavilion. They have it at Vaughn's Pavilion. So I did go to Vaughn's Pavilion, and they had some Van Leeuwen ice creams, but they didn't have the Hidden Valley Ranch. So I went back to Walmart, and with the other ice creams, with the other little pints or whatever you call those little small containers, there were no there was no Van Leeuwen ice cream at all. So I talked to one of the guys that worked there, and I said, "Do you guys not carry Van Leeuwen ice cream anymore? I don't see it with ice creams." And he goes, "Let me look it up." So he looked it up. And he goes, "It says it's on aisle 5." So I think the ice creams are in aisle 3. He says, "I think it's on aisle 5." So we walked up to aisle 5, and aisle 5 is like beer and wine. So the beer is in like a cooler, but it's open. It's not like indoors. It's just a cooler, an open cooler. All their beer is there. And I'm like, they wouldn't put ice cream in that because it's open air. And he goes, "Yeah, but it says aisle 5." So we walked all the way to the end, and we turned the corner, and there on the end cap is a refrigerator with just the Van Leeuwen ice cream. And they did have the Van Leeuwen Hidden Valley Ranch flavored Van Leeuwen ice cream. So I am going to do that this afternoon. So after this live stream, I'm going to actually film that, reviewing the that, and I'll try to put that up to. I'll see if I can put that up to like edit it and put it up today. If not today, tomorrow for sure. I do have an Easter episode coming up tomorrow, so you guys can watch that. But I might throw this one up there as well. So like I said, I'm going to edit it tonight. I'll try to either get up tonight or tomorrow. But either way, got that. I'm going to do that. Otherwise, Miguel, I would have said, put it on the suggestion list, but we got it. So looked all over for it. Did finally manage to find it. So, there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up. Pokey Sly. You're guessing the company, the cereal company. But try to guess the snack, not the cereal company itself. And I will tell you this: that the cereal they were trying to sell is owned or is part of Ralston Purina. Ralston Purina, the guys that make dog food, Ralston Purina makes this cereal. The cereal that they were trying to sell. Here we go. What I love about the flavor of the spicy sweet chili was that pepper taste. Was that spicy sweet pepper taste? It was incredible. It had that sweetness. Now, what I'm getting a lot of is that almost sour spiciness that you get typically from any of these meat sticks, or like pepperoni. You guys know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about that kind of like almost sour spiciness that pepperoni has. So I'm getting that, which is not at all the flavor of the spicy sweet chili, but I am getting that flavor. So there is that sweetness. It's not like a sugary sweetness, but it's still that sweetness is still there. And I'm getting that pepper flavor. Now, I will say that it doesn't really seem to have the same effect on this that it does with the Doritos. It's really different. The flavor is there. It is a recognizable flavor, but the flavor of the Jack Links meat stick itself changes that flavor. So it's like a different animal. So I'd have to say this. I think, for me, my preference is in Doritos form. Because those, like I said, those Doritos were incredible. Have you guys tried those? Have you guys tried the spicy sweet chili Doritos? If you have not, I recommend them. They're really, really good. They're probably my favorite way to eat Doritos, or my favorite flavor of Doritos so far. Really good. The flavor is there, but the flavor is completely different because the meat stick gives it a completely different flavor. I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm going to get ahead and give it a thumbs up. I'm going to give it a thumbs up because I like what that spicy sweet chili does to the meat stick. It is a completely different flavor, and my preference is on the Doritos, but it's still good on the meat stick, and I like the way it changes the flavor of the meat stick and takes it in a different direction than meat sticks will typically go. So I'm going to give it a thumbs up, but it's like a different thumbs up than I would give the Doritos and everything. So still good. So let's go. Spicy sweet chili are my favorite Doritos. Yeah, Eli, they were unbelievable, and Janice likes them too. They were just, to me, the best Doritos I've ever eaten. Really, really good. I don't want to buy a lot of them because then I'll be eating a lot of Doritos. But that's my go-to. I mean, that was my favorite flavor of Doritos so far. Unless they come up with something else interesting, but you never know. All right, so let's go back to our question. And our question was, what snack was created from a recipe from Ralston Purina, a company designed to sell cereal that appeared in Life magazine in 1952? So Janice says Chex. Pokey Slice said Kellogg's. Tom says Kumchicks or Quat Flakes, either one. John says Doler Creme or Doler Creme Cakes. Eli says Quat Flakes. Oh, Eli's just laughing at Tom's Quat Flakes. But that could be your guess too, Eli. That's fine. Those look like the only guesses. Janice was close, but not exact. The correct answer is Chex Mix. And I think originally when it first came out, it was called Chex Party Mix. Now they've shortened it to just Chex. So Chex Mix now uses all the different flavors of Chex. Now, I think at the time when that, in 1952, they didn't have all the flavors. So one of the flavors they didn't have, I think, was corn. I think it was maybe with corn they didn't have. But now, if you get a recipe for Chex Mix, it's going to add all the flavors of Chex. And I think they put other stuff in it too, like maybe pretzels, small pretzels, peanuts, and then it's like, I don't know if it's like soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, and it's mixed with a bunch of stuff. But you can get it from the recipe, and it's still out there, and then you just bake it in the oven. But it was originally to sell Chex cereal, and it's been around forever. So again, it used to be called Chex Party Mix, and I think it's just called Chex Mix now. If you go into, I know that Ralph's, which is our local Kroger store, if you go into Ralph's, you can find Chex Mix in bags already, maybe like this size bag, and this Chex Mix already made. And they make different kinds, so it's like some are savory, some are sweet, some are hot or spicy. They make different ones, but you can actually buy Chex Mix already made now that come in bags like that. So the answer was in fact Chex Mix. We'll put that back in the deck. Let's see. John King deleted something, and I'm not sure why. That's okay. Have you tried spicy sweet barbecue Doritos? Spicy sweet barbecue Doritos. You don't remember? Hang on a second. Let me see if I did. Is that exactly what they're called? Are they exactly called spicy sweet, Miguel? Oh, it would help if I spelled that right. Sweet. I don't see it here. I don't see it listed as something that we did. Miguel, do me a favor and add that to the suggestion box, and we'll look for those. Dry Melba toast in the Chex Mix too. Yes, which is kind of like I think there's also Gardettos. Gardettos is like Chex Mix, but it's a completely different company. They don't put Chex in Gardettos. It's completely different, but it's pretzels and nuts and those little Melba toast. I think it's like I want to say like a pumpernickel toast, a pumpernickel Melba toast, little round ones about that big. So Gardettos does kind of the same thing, but it's actually not a Chex Mix. Sweet and tangy barbecue Doritos. Okay, let's see. I might have been looking for something else. Doodle is back. Hang on one second. Let me look this up, Doodle, and I'll be right with you. Doritos sweet and tangy barbecue chips. We did those with Nando and Q the Critic, and that aired on February 17th. February 17th of this year. So yes, we did do those, Miguel. I'm pretty sure I liked them, but I don't know. Maggot Doritos. They might not taste as bad as you think, John. Have you ever eaten maggots? Maggots are just fly larvae, all right? So I have eaten a lot of insect larvae, including fly larvae. As a matter of fact, there's an episode out there. I don't. If somebody wants to find that. me. I made maggot cheese for Matt, which is Kazumarzu. Kazumarzu is only available in Sardinia. They take a Pecorino Romano cheese, they cut the top off of it while it's ripening. They allow these flies to lay their eggs on it. And I think they're soldier flies. I'm not sure the exact type of fly they are. They lay their eggs on it. They put the top back on, and then they give it a little bit of time, and then they open the top up and they scoop up the cheese from inside it that has been like kind of reused by the maggots. So there's live maggots crawling around. There's dead maggots. There's maggot excrement and everything in the cheese. That has been a bucket list for both me and Matt for the longest time. And so I decided one day I was going to make it. So I got live fly larvae, not the same type of fly. I got live fly larvae. I got some Pecorino Romano cheese, but I couldn't get it in the ripening process, and I made my own maggot cheese. So there is an episode out there of me making maggot cheese for Matt. So the question is, like, I don't know if you're thinking that would be bad, John, but to me, the flavor wasn't that bad. So maggot rye cheese. Rye cheese. Huh. But we did make maggot cheese, so I have had maggots, and they don't taste bad, John. So maggot Doritos might taste good. Question is how you would do that. My guess is the best way to do that is to roast the maggots and then maybe crush them into a powder and then put that on the Doritos, or just take Doritos and put the maggot on top of it. Maybe you have some sort of dip that will keep the maggots on top of the roasted maggots on top of the Doritos. I don't know what would be a good a good dip that would complement the flavor of the maggots, but maggots do not taste bad. They taste pretty good. I'm not going to eat them out of a dumpster. Oh, thank you, Janice. Awesome. Thank you very much. So Janice just posted the link for the maggot cheese episode. So check that out. And then you can see what maggots taste like. And he's gone. Doodle, he was just here, and it was just so quick. It just was over so quickly. All righty. So we did give that a thumbs up. We have 2 snacks left. Let me ask another question, and we will go into our next snack. And the question is, nope, wrong one. All right. Oh, this is a good one. And you guys might remember this because I think we either did an episode or we did it live on a live stream. We actually did this before. What snack does Hans Klopek offer his guests in the movie The Burbs? Again, what snack does Hans Klopek offer his guests in the movie The Burbs? All right, that'll go over there. I think Matt called it dollar store Kazumarzu. Yeah, something like that, because I made it, from scratch. So it was I cheaped out. We did not have to buy a plane ticket to Sardinia to make that. Honey dip for maggots. Ooh, honey dip. That's a possibility. Honey dip. The question is, what kind of Doritos to use? I would use a kind of a plain one. I don't think I want to capitalize on the sweetness, but maybe melted pecorino cheese to kind of keep the maggots on the chip. This has possibilities. Somebody please put that in the suggestion box. Maggot Doritos. And John King, we will give you credit for suggesting maggot Doritos. But I think we can make that happen. I think we're going to make that happen. Maggot burgers, we could do that too, I suppose. Good dip for maggot Doritos would be cyanide. Except you take the cyanide first. Is that how that works? All right. Let's see. What are we going to do next? Let's do. This says hot, but no, I take that back. This is Asian. This is from where? Japan. Usually, Thai and Korean are hot. I don't really know a lot of Japanese things that are hot. So when they say hot, maybe it's not that hot. So I think we're going to do this next because the last one we're going to do, it has Sichuan peppercorns in it. So it will be spicy. So I'm going to do these next. These are hot. The company is Richin, if I'm saying that right. Richin. Richin. These are prawn crackers, and they're hot. And it's a product of Japan. Now, Richin, these are from Richin Trading Company in Alhambra, California, which was founded in 1989 by Janie Wong. But these are manufactured in Japan. I'm not sure by whom, but they're imported by Richin Trading Company here in the U.S. They contain wheat, soy, and prawn. That's it? Contains wheat, soy. Oh, that's just a warning. Potato starch, seasoning sauce, which has high fructose sugar beet syrup, sugar, soy sauce, fermented seasoning sauce, vinegar, caramel color, bunch of oils, prawn, salt, black sesame, red chili pepper, hydrolyzed soy protein, modified potato starch, monosodium glutamate, DL-alanine, aluminum, potassium sulfate, FD&C yellow number 5, FD&C yellow number 6, love potion number 9, licorice, and sucralose. Interesting. All right. That doesn't look like it's going to open easily. Let's do this. Open from the bottom. Nice smell. Do not eat. Desiccant MK pack. Warning, if it gets in mouth or eyes, wash there thoroughly with water. If it gets in mouth, wash thoroughly. You put it in the bag with food. If it gets in mouth. Maybe they mean if you open it up and the contents, it's usually like a silicon dioxide maybe or something like that that's inside that. But it doesn't really specify what it is. Maybe they say if that gets in your mouth, not if the pack gets in your mouth. But the pack was in the package. So how can that not get in your mouth? All right. Whatever. Look at these. These are interesting. They don't look like shrimp chips. They're much crunchier than shrimp chips. Shrimp chips are really light. You almost don't need teeth to eat shrimp chips. Nice combination of flavors going on there. It's spicy hot. Put it down, Eli. I got that chili powder in the back of my throat. These are a tasty snack. I can eat a lot of these. They heat builds a little bit, but it's not crazy hot. It's savory. It does have that prawn flavor. And I like the crunchiness of these chips. Also sweet, which is kind of odd, but not unpleasant odd. I like those. That's a thumbs up. They taste really light. They taste like that. I'm sure it lists the calories in the back. That tastes like there's not a lot of them in there, but I could be wrong. There's a lot of sugar and other stuff in there, so it probably is. But yeah, to me, those are really good. That's a thumbs up for me. All right, let's go back to our question. Our question was, what snack does Hans Klopek offer his guests in the movie The Burbs? And the guesses were maggot burgers, crackers, sardines, sardine maggot pizza, maggot-infested sardines, sardines and crackers with maggot cheese, grilled maggot blue cheese sardine sandwich. Unless those are just things that you guys want me to eat and not a guess. I would say that Janice, John, and Tom are probably the closest, but not exact. They were sardines and pretzels. So they would put the sardine on the pretzels, sardine and pretzels. And I'm pretty sure that we did that. We did that on one of our live streams. We had sardines and pretzels. So in the movie The Burbs, they went over to the Klopek's house. They wanted to be good neighbors. They sat down there and they were offered a snack, which was sardines on pretzels. And Tom Hanks' face when he was eating them is priceless. But when I ate them, not bad at all. But you have to like sardines, and I do. All right, last snack. let's go ahead and ask a question. And the question is, what strawberry and peanut butter candy was released for the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen film in 2009? Again, what strawberry and peanut butter candy was released for the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen film in 2009? All right, so that goes over there. And let's go to our Jack and Jill. We've done Jack and Jill products before. Jack and Jill is owned by the same company that owns Calbee, which is why their logo looks very similar. These are from Guangzhou Peggy Foods in Guangzhou, Guangdong Province, China. The parent company is Universal Robina. It was founded by John Gokongwei in 1954 as a cornstarch factory. And so again, the same company that does Calbee also does Jack and Jill. So these are green Sichuan peppercorn flavor potato chips. Let's see, ingredients: potato, first ingredient, I think so. Those don't look like chips. I don't know what those are supposed to be. Potatoes? Oh, those are potatoes. Okay. Made from natural potatoes. I like when they're made from natural potatoes and not unnatural potatoes. Ingredients: potato, vegetable oil, green Sichuan peppercorn flavor, salt, Chinese prickly ash, whatever that is, soy sauce powder. That's interesting. Maltodextrin, salt, flavor enhancer, spices, yeast extract, anti-caking agent, acidity regulator, color, paprika, sweetener, antioxidant, irradiated. That's not a good thing. Contains soybean products, cereals containing gluten. All right, that's fine. Right now, it's not going to want to open. Robert Guillen snuck into the room. Hey, Robert, good to see you. Glad you could join us. Looking youthful as ever. You must be thinking of a different Val. I misheard your last question. Thought you said The Birds, the Alfred Hitchcock movie. No, the movie was Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, not The Birds. But that would be interesting. I wonder if they ate a snack in The Birds. Maybe they did. That's a nice smell. All right, Tom, thanks for joining us. We will see you soon. Tom, we got some stuff to do too. So keep that in mind. I'll talk to you soon. Here's the thing I don't like about Sichuan peppercorns. They have a numbing effect on you. So they are spicy, but then they also have this numbing effect. What that effect does when it's on your tongue, what it does is it changes the flavor of foods. And I don't like the way it changes the flavor of foods. But it almost, like when you're eating Sichuan peppercorns, almost tastes like medicine. It almost puts that flavor in your mouth like medicine. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's just coming up. I guess it numbs your mouth, and so it doesn't make the heat of the spice that prominent. But it's also like, sort of like the way your mouth feels and that flavor of when you go to the dentist's office. It's not bad. It's also not great. And I don't like that the numbing has come in from the peppercorns. And again, it's like you were just eating Ambisol or something like that. If you guys know what Ambisol is, you put it in a baby's mouth when the baby's teething, or if you have a toothache, you put Ambisol in there. I think it's oil of clove or something like that. And it has almost that same effect and that same flavor. I don't know. I couldn't eat a lot of these. I'm gonna give it a thumbs in the middle. It tastes like what it's supposed to taste like. That's cool. I'm just not crazy about that flavor of the Sichuan peppercorns. So I'm gonna say thumbs in the middle on that one. All right, let's go back to our question. Our question was, what strawberry and peanut butter candy was released for the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen film in 2009? And the guesses were
Let's see. Janice said M&Ms. John King said cherry maggot smash. Maggots soon to take the place of dollar in your vocabulary. Oh, the Burbs, that one. Okay. Looks like Janice and John are the only ones that guessed that one, and Janice is absolutely correct. They were M&Ms. They were strawberry and peanut butter flavored M&Ms that were released for that particular movie. All right, that goes in there. See how we doing. We are at 3 o'clock. I could go through the thing of putting these things together, but we're right at 3 o'clock, and I kind of don't want that to be in those flavors of everything else. It would be. You guys, what do you guys think? You guys want to hang out for another 5 minutes and let me put everything together? What do you say? Yes or no? Let me know. Yes or no? Yes, no. I'm not going to put up a yes. You hang out for a couple of minutes and watch me put everything together. Janice, ice hand. Robert, Eli. Sure, Val. Everybody's saying yes. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. All right. So here's our Doritos meat stick. I didn't bring a knife. I should have brought a knife. I'll use scissors. I just have to clean these scissors afterwards. I only usually use them for food anyway. All right. Now the Sichuan peppercorn chips. Well, as long as we're doing this, I'll ask a question in the meantime. What is the most popular snack in Ireland? That's the question. What is the most popular snack in Ireland? Not beer. In the words of Harrison Ford, I got a bad feeling about this. I don't do a good Harrison Ford. You know who does a good Harrison Ford imitation? Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill does a great Harrison Ford imitation. All right, let's see. Dark chocolate almond butter filled pretzel nuggets. This one's going to be tough too. I have to get out scissors for this one. Can I break that apart? Yeah, I can. All right. I think there's that. Let's see. What do we got here? Our Thai Lays. We got, how many chips do we have? 2 different kinds of chips. All right, our prawn crackers. I need some wet wipes. That's going to be fun. I just picked the bag up and I got that smell of maple syrup. What a mess. I blame you guys. It's a mess. All right. I think we'll just do one gummy worm. Get the scissors out for that one. All righty. Oh, I really did make a mess here. All right, cheers. Got it everywhere. Oh, that's not bad at all. The chocolate from these has a really nice flavor. And then that kind of jelly taste from the gummy worms, nice flavor. There's a few spicy things in here, but it's not really overly spicy. I think because of that Jack Links meat stick is sweet. There's not much of a
conflict there. The prawn crackers have a good taste. The Sichuan pepper chips are diluted enough that they don't have that effect on it. It's really good. It's sweet, salty, spicy, and savory. All those tastes together. Actually pretty good. That's actually a thumbs up. A Czech mix from hell. Thumbs up. That's actually pretty good. Back to the trivia question I asked, which is what is the most popular snack in Ireland? Let's see. Eli says Tatoes. Isan says potato crisps. Janice says Tato cheese and onion crisps. Well, you're all correct. It is, in fact, Tato's potato crisps. I'm not sure if the cheese and onion is their most popular flavor, but I believe it is. If you guys want to know what I think we've done a couple of episodes with Tato crisps, well, potato chips, we call them here. I think we've done a couple of episodes with Tato crisps. I want to say that one was where we made a Tato sandwich. It was basically a sandwich using the potato chips in the sandwich, which is a Tato. I think they call it a chip buddy, which is like a potato chip sandwich. And I think we did an episode where we did that. And I think we did them on a live stream too. We had another flavor that we did on a live stream before. Really good chips, but from Ireland. So yeah, you guys are all absolutely right. So thank you for sticking with us while we put these things together, like that crazy thing that we do anyways. But thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday. My voice held out, which was kind of a cool thing. The medication I'm taking for the mucus is not helping a whole lot, but I'm going to continue to take it until it does. So I appreciate you guys taking part of your Saturday and joining with us. Love the camaraderie, love the community that we built here. Always have a good time with you guys, always, and I mean that sincerely. And I look forward to this. So thank you so much. Be sure to check out other people's channels. Be sure to check out Janice's channel. Be sure to check out Tom's channel, Old Guy in Colorado. Remember that in another hour, I believe it is, he's going to be doing some cooking live on his channel. So check that out. If you want to know the channels that somebody had mentioned LA Beast before, check out LA Beast channel. And Reckless Eating, of course. If you want to know all the channels that we recommend, if you go to our YouTube channel, on the page, there's featured channels. Go to the featured channels and all those people in there. If you like those channels, and I think you will, subscribe to them. Like the videos. I think it's important. It's important and it helps them out. Janice, again, congratulations on your 2,000 subscribers or recent 2,000 subscribers. Tom is gone, but we're going to try to get Tom to 1,000 subscribers so we can watch him eat raw oysters with chocolate sauce, blue cheese dressing, and Vienna sausages. So we definitely want to see that. But so check out the channels. And again, thank you guys for your support and for being part of our community. I appreciate it. So I want everybody to have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your weekend, and hope everybody is well. But remember that it's crazy out there. So please be careful. Take care of yourselves. Take care of others, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.